Hey guys, this is going to be a quick look at my cutback compared to a couple other short course trucks. In the middle, I have my Losi SCTE, and on the far end, of course, I have my Slash Max. It's not really in short course mode right now. I kind of like it is, but anyway, that's a whole different story. Just to start off real quick, price wise, the cutback is going to be a lot cheaper than any of these other two kits. I think the Slash is actually going up on price. This is the Platinum Edition, so it does not come with a radio where the cutback does. If you get the Ultimate Edition, you can get a radio, but then that price even exceeds that of the Losi SCTE. This runs about $500 to $539. The Platinum Edition runs about $399 to $320, $420 to $430. Where this is $299. Then, of course, with the tower discounts, you can get about $20-30 off and free shipping. So as far as price wise, this is going to be the cheaper one of these two right here. As far as speed wise, the cutback is the slowest. You guys have seen a couple of speed runs out there by a couple other YouTube users out there, and it is pretty slow out the box. I do have to admit that. But I know why they did that, because they were trying to make this user-friendly for everyone, and you can run a 3S LiPo on it, and you can actually gear up because it does have a 4-pole motor in it. So I'm not going to fault it too much for that, but I do wish it was a little bit faster out the box. But I know they were trying to gear it so that it can be ran on 2S and 3S with no overheating issues or problems, and not actually getting a short runtime either. So I'm not going to fault the truck too much for that. Let's go ahead and remove these bodies real quick and show it to you with the tops off. Now, like I said before, my Slash is, sorry about all that noise. My Slash is kind of converted to a Slash Max is what I call it. So I did take the side rails off, and the front and rear bumpers have been exchanged out for Stampede 4x4 front and rear bumpers. So it's not going to look as long as these other two, but this is just, like I said, a quick comparison of the two. This also does not have short course tires or wheels on there. These are 2.8 size wheels with 2.8 size tires on them as well. These are Red Cat tires and wheels. But anyway, as far as looking at these off bat, the Losi and the cutback both come with aluminum shock towers, where, of course, the Slash does not. It comes with plastic ones, which is fine for what it is, and they all have adjustability or adjustment points on there. They have 3 there, as you see. They all have that. I think, yeah, that has 3 too. So as far as shocks go, they all come with adjustable shocks. The one thing with the cutback is these shocks are not as thick as the ones on the Losi. And even on the Slash, this is, of course, the new Slash, so it has the GTR shocks on it. But it's still adjustable, which is good. You don't have to worry about putting the spacers in it and stuff as well. Now, there is some adjustability, and I'll go over this in my final thoughts video of this. There is some things on here you cannot adjust, and I will get to that a little bit later on. But one thing that I noticed right off the bat with these two is that between the Losi and the Towerhobbies Cutback is that some of the design is somewhat the same, but it is a little bit different. The motor does go here for the Losi, and you see that that's the same way too on this cutback. But for the Losi, the battery is up front and the speed controller mounts to the back. Whereas on the cutback, it's a little different. The battery's in the back and the speed controller's up front. There is some stuff that I see on here that I can probably adjust to keep it from being so nose heavy when it jumps. I am going to probably move the speed controller to the rear of the truck. Hopefully that won't get it too unbalanced, or I may just put a couple of weights back here. I did think about a saddle pack or something, but I'm not sure if that's really going to work back there. Because this Losi is a pure race bred truck, and it is very durable as well. And it has no problems when it jumps and falls or anything like that. So it doesn't nosedive forward or anything. So I'm looking at making some adjustments to this cutback like it is on this Losi. Other differences is, of course, the chassis. Everyone knows, turn this over real quick, that this has this nice aluminum plate chassis here. You look at this Losi, bam, Look at that. This is a little bit wider, of course, but I see the design is somewhat resembles it somewhat. They didn't really copy it, but they probably looked at a good racing design and they went ahead and decided to copy that over, which is fine. As you see with the Traxxas Slash, it's all plastic, which is fine. I'm just glad it is a low center of gravity chassis. Real quick, a couple other things. All my stuff just fell out of that. The way these are constructed, this does come with a center diff. This also does, and the Slash has, of course, it's in the rear. It's a slipper clutch, but it does have a center diff you can use in it as well. So this does not have the option, neither does this one, to put a slipper clutch in it. There may be something out there for the Losi you can do that with, but I think as far as the Losi is concerned, as far as the way it's constructed, it's fine. Other small differences, it's not too many. I mean, there's others, but I mean, I'm not going to pinpoint every little small thing. My biggest thing was to just show you guys how these all compare and look to one another. And what I was thinking was, I may do this too. Or I may not. I'm thinking about a different body for this. I like short course somewhat, but I'm not too much in love with them. But I do think they're okay for what they are. I'm just not a big short course man. But I was thinking of a different body on there, or maybe even a rally style body, or my Telluride body. Probably have to do some adjustments there. A lot of adjustments to make this work. But it would work actually if I want to change this cutback up, which I probably will. Show you guys one other quick thing. Like I said, ignore my DVDs and stuff back there. But as far as how low these trucks are, this one sits pretty low. It's almost, if not maybe a eighth of an inch or a quarter of an inch lower than the Losi. So, but basically what I'm going to be doing probably over the next couple of weeks or so, hopefully this thing will focus back in. There we go. Is I'm going to make some adjustments to this to try to resemble some of the positioning of the electronics and stuff for the Losi. Can't do too much with the battery just because of the way this whole thing is constructed here, which is fine. But I am going to be making some adjustments for there. But it does more or less resemble or look something like the Losi SCTE, which is a good thing. Not saying that's bad, and it doesn't look so much like a Slash, which is not a bad thing that it doesn't either, because there's nothing wrong with the Traxxas Slash either. So anyway, that was just a quick, well, I'm going to say it's too quick because it took me eight minutes to say that, but just a quick side-by-side comparisons between these. Look for some more videos coming soon. I think one of the things also that keeps this thing so nose heavy is somewhat of the way the body is constructed. So I am going to try to put a different body on here. I know people may say, oh, that couldn't be it. It could be a lot of other things, but I am going to try to run it with a different body because sometimes these short course bodies can catch a lot of air, and they can also have a significant weight difference when you're running these cars too. So, but anyway, don't forget to like or dislike, subscribe, and put any comments or questions you may have below. Thanks.